dealing with heartaches. Today I'm going to talk about dealing with heartaches, heartbreaks. How does one really get over the pain of a heartbreak or from a heartbreak? To find out, please listen to my podcast. I'll tell you everything I know and provide 15 tips on how to get over a heartbreak or a heartache. Hello, welcome to another episode of Thy Truth. Finding your truth with Efemena. And today we're going to talk about something that took me a while to understand and deal with, and that is dealing with heartaches, dealing with heartbreaks, dealing with a breakup. How does one really get over those stuff? Some might sound cliche. There's no handbook or particular formula to getting over a heartbreak or a heartache, but there are steps that you can take that might just help. These helped me for sure. I mean, everyone's case or situation is dynamic or different in some ways, but I think to an extent there's steps that you will take that would help make you feel better, get over it. Maybe not so quick, not quicker, but it might help. And just so you know, anyone that says it's that easy might not be saying the truth. It's not that easy to get over something or someone that has been in your life, even if it's 6 months or 2 months or 9 years or 11 years, whatever it might be, it's still a heartache. And it's said that your brain actually registers emotional pain of heartbreaks or heartaches like a physical pain. So ways to deal with your heartache is to stay with the pain. Do not avoid it. Allow yourself to feel it, but be gentle with yourself. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to scream, freaking scream if you have to. But be gentle with yourself. They say when you lose someone or with loss comes denial, anger, depression, and then acceptance. So you know what? Why not? Go through all the stages. Go through the denial, go through the anger, the depression, and then accept it. Number 2, as much as you go through the stages, don't become your feelings. Yes, you're going through denial. Yes, you're going through anger. You're going through depression. You're going through accepting what's going on. Don't dwell on those stages. Don't dwell too long on anger. Don't dwell too long on depression or being depressed or being sad. Let your emotions flow. Move past the stages. And then, what do? Number 3, you cut it off. Don't try to see your ex again. I know it sounds cliche, they tell you avoid it, but truly don't try to see them again or communicate with them. You will struggle to let go if you do that. If you go back, it's like my mom would say, if you vomit and you go back, it's like going back to your vomit. Cut it all off. Cut all the contact. I mean, going back to them or contacting them can be unhealthy for you. So every time you open up again, you're creating a new energy or a new tie with your ex or with the person you were with. And that's not what you want, right? You want to let go. So just cut it off. Number 4, find a system to support you. Share your experience with someone. Talk about it if you can. Some find it easier to talk to a pastor or to a friend or to a family member. Some people don't. Some people are very suspicious of others, judging them. Whatever it is, just... For me, sometimes I talk to myself. I know. But you need to let it out of your system. Recently, I've started to trust others, to talk to other people about what I'm going through, which is important. Sometimes we just need someone to talk to. So find a support system and share your feelings. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to share. It really is okay. I have thought about what other people would think of me if I share. I know that. That's another topic for another day. But if you can find a support system, awesome. Number 5, exercise. Yes, I've talked about this before in one episode where I talked about how exercising actually helped me. It helped with, what's the word? Endorphins, yes. So it released endorphins. And my running in the mornings, working out every day, it did help. So it could be just walking. It doesn't have to be intensive. Just let those endorphins out, the good ones. It helps endorphins, the feel good feeling, you know what I mean? And also remember, which leads me to number 6, remember why you broke up. There was a reason for that heartache. There was a reason for that breakup. Remember it. So before you think of going back to them, think about it. Why did it end? Don't be in denial. Number 7, take care of yourself. This might sound cliche again, but I say it. It's important to take care of yourself. Do what you love to do. Eat well, sleep well. Create things that actually make you happy. Do them. Number 8, don't be too hard on yourself. Another very cliche statement, but it's true. Going through your relationship and thinking, what if I did this to him to make him or her feel like that, or how they felt, and what if I led him or her to do what they did? What if I was the one to blame? What if it's my fault? No, darling. Don't be hard on yourself. Number 9, don't think you're not Don't think you're not good enough. Don't think you have to be perfect for them. Don't blame yourself. Number 10, kill that impulse to check up on them. It's happened to me, so I know the feeling. Going through your social media pages, checking up on them, trying to make sure, trying to understand, or are they with someone else, trying to make sense of it all. Avoid that impulse to check up on them. Trust me, it works. Explore old and new interests. For me, it was going back to beauty care or beauty contents and skincare and just taking care of myself in general. It was traveling and meeting people. and just being myself. So discover yourself, find or explore new interests, old ones in fact as well. And number 12, accept closure by yourself. You don't have to accept closure from your ex or from the person you broke up with. Sometimes we sit down and say, oh, maybe if I talk to him and I know why he did it or why she did it, I would get the closure. But sometimes you just need to accept or make that closure for yourself. Number 13, understand that the pain won't last forever. It might feel like it. It might feel like the feeling might, it might feel like you're suffocating, like it will last, like this is gonna kill you. And then you get so wrapped up in it. But understand that this pain will not last. Like every physical pain you have that your brain has registered, you will get over it. Number 14, don't get a substitute. Don't think that being with someone else, making someone else a substitute would heal and make you feel better. You will just get yourself in a mess and hurt someone else in the process. I'm assuming that's not what you want to do. So moving on so fast to someone else to heal that wound or that ache, or to fill that vacuum immediately will not solve the problem. And finally, number 15 is to be positive. Be positive that this will pass. Be positive that you will be okay. You'll be fine. Have a positive aura around you, and honestly, you will be fine. You've got this. What's your truth? Thanks for listening.
Meet you again at another episode of Thy Truth. Finding your truth with Efemena C.